I'm your host with the most, welcome to 23. You're joining me for Royal Masquerade, Chapter 11, Court of Whispers. The day after the grand parade, you sit for the morning breakfast with Hunter at the Rosario estate. Things have been so hectic lately, it feels good to just sit here with you and enjoy something normal. My ears are still ringing from yesterday. Hunter takes a large bite from the savory golden baked roll. I have never ever heard people cheer like that they did when you announced your bid for the throne. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they must know you as well as I do. My public announcement was a necessity. It was wonderful to see the people react in that way. They did, but the bid for the throne is not my personal goal. I'm doing this for the good of all of us. Well said. Morning. You turn to find Caden behind you, stretching his arms. Caden, join us. Caden yawns, nods, and takes up a seat across from you at the table. I appreciate the hospitality, Lady Julia. It's been kind of you to host us, while also hosting so many others. And Caden follows Hunter's gaze behind you, where you find Percival mid-step between the two doorways, frozen by the sudden attention. Oh. Where's your clothing, good sir? Oh, good morning, Lady Juliet. Percival, what are you doing here, and were you trying to sneak past without saying hello? Oh, I only just arrived at your estate, is the reason. And you see, I only just arrived without your shirt. Yes, that. You see, Come now, Percival. We're all adults here. Sit, eat. He's without a shirt, no. Lisa swoops in behind Percival and pushes him lightly by the shoulders to an empty seat at the table. She kisses one of her fingertips and presses it to his cheek, and sits down beside him. Now, I'm sure we'd all love to discuss who is and isn't wearing what in great detail, but as pleasant as this gathering is, we should use the opportunity to discuss our strategy. I'll start with the obvious. Even with the Honorable House Beaumont at House Rosario side, options are limited. That is an understatement. We have but a single option now, securing the allegiance of House Navrakas. Somewhere Cyrus and Rinza speak the same words over their own breakfast. So it would seem, like it or not, our fate will be decided by the whims of Theodosia Navrakas. In that case, we must do whatever Theodosia wants. Need to discredit Rinza or Cyrus, are doomed. I'm gonna go with discredit. I fear that would be difficult. Theodosia loves drama. Anything we do to discredit either of them may help their standing as soon as hurt it. Even if we could discredit one of them properly, they'd simply bend the knee to the other. I'm not sure which would be worse, Cyrus or Rinza on the throne. Both are different flavors of the same nightmare. So, where does that leave us? Tonight, Theodosia's event. Does anyone know anything about it? I've heard nothing beyond its location, the Navrakas Manor. You haven't heard anything about it because no one has heard anything about it. It is a mystery to all. Then, what of her previous events? What were they like? Percival shifts in his seat. Hunter laughs to himself as he shakes his head back and forth. Last year was the carousel, was it not? A carousel? That sounds nice. Perhaps it would have been had the animals been carved from porcelain or wood, but that would have been far too regular for Theodosia Navrakas. No, she demanded that the animals be real. Teapot almost lost an arm, giving the lion away from Queen Kendra's pony. I'd prefer dealing with your god's puffed-up cat than my own Egyptian crocodile. You're putting me on. Speaking as one who can claim the dubious honor of having ridden a wild mountain goat, I assure you we are not. So, as for what tonight will bring, only the stars can know. May they have mercy. If every event Theodosia hosts is such a wild card, then why keep attending? looks good to attend because it is a social season and all that, but honestly, no matter what the main event, Theodosia knows how to throw one hell of a party. She knows she's taking liberties, so it makes it up to us with incredible food, drink, and atmosphere. Then I will prepare for the party itself and deal with the event as it comes. Even if she won't admit it, the more you impress Theodosia, the more powerful she will feel hosting you and keeping your company. No matter what happens tonight, the way you present will be key to everything. So fluff her. Okay, we got it. Your sister walks behind you and holds the jade mirror over your shoulder as your reflection begins to swirl with magic. Annalisa whispers in your ear. And remember this, Theo won't be the only one looking. You look over to Hunter and then back to the image of yourself in the beautiful gown your sister has personally picked out for you. Not bad. It's pretty. What happens if Caden's looking at me too? What about Percival? Maybe I'll steal your man, Annalisa. Ha 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 ha. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gemstone sparkles brightly as the magic swirls around your body, slowly forming into an elegant dress. So, how do I look? Breathtaking. Doesn't she look good, Percival? I don't feel comfortable praising a woman's visual qualities in my current state of undress. Boing. Just then, you hear the door open behind you. Zai and Elise walk into the dining room. Oh, Lord Balmond, you are quite undressed. Lady Elise, please excuse my... I see nothing in need of excusing. Paws off. Zaya smirks and raises her hands in innocence. I should go, find my shirt. Apologies to all. Percival rushes out of the room as your aunts look you up and down. Niece, you must give me the name of your tailor. You look magnificent. Yes, I'm glad to see you're taking tonight seriously. We were just discussing House Rosario's strategy. Good. You will need a strong plan if you hope not to fail. Because if you do fail, we will most certainly be reduced to dust, or what's smaller than dust, atoms. Everything we've worked for, our dreams, our futures, all of it depends on your ability to not mess this up. Okay, no pressure. Good luck, Julia. Right, no pressure. When the sun falls later that day, you board a carriage to the Navrakas Manor with Hunter, Caden, Annalisa, Percival, and Starfox. Still no word on what tonight has in store for us? No, I can only hope I have dressed appropriately, not knowing the context of this event's festivity. I prefer what you were wearing this morning, Percival. I know it's not your birthday, but you look so good in that suit. Percival coughs into his hand. My guards will be undercover as guests. Without knowing the details of what awaits us, we have to be prepared for anything. We have it covered, Starfox, though I appreciate the enthusiasm. Danger aside, I can't help but feel excited. Tonight is our best chance to make Lady Julia queen. Speaking of the royal contest, Hunter, I hope you know that it is my hope to see you stand as head of your house once more. Of course. But if that comes to pass and you renew your bid for the throne, where does that leave us? I won't lie to you, it is still my dream to be king one day. If you bid for the crown, I will not stand between you. I am touched by the sentiment, Lady Julie. Hunter bows to you respectfully. Perhaps we should avoid exploring such an awkward matter further, when there's so little chance of my father changing his mind. Just know that no matter what happens in the realm of court and politics, I will always support you without condition. The carriage soon arrives at the Navrakas Manor, a grand estate surrounded by acres of elaborate gardens. You mill about the yard with members of other houses. What interesting architecture. I've not seen anything else quite like it. Now that you mention it, I haven't either. I knew there was something about it that was bothering me. It looks different because it was built in a different time. Two noble houses understand the power of those things, both ancient and proven. You look around the yard, you realize that Theodosia is nowhere to be found. You catch the attention of Navrakas' page. Pardon me, but where's the lady of the manor?
Her ladyship, Theodosian of Rackus, head of the glorious house in Rackus, future queen of Cordonia, and eventually lands beyond is running late.
Late to her own event and her own manner. The servant frantically fishes through his pockets until finding a small scrap of parchment, which he then reads with from impervious lips.
Then ladyship's behaviour shall not be questioned, for even if an answer will be given, it could not be comprehended except by her betters. Which, there are none.
Servant clicks his heels together and leaves as Hunter lightly touches your arm. Lady Hosea has a reputation of being, shall we say, fashionably late. Well, at least the scenery's nice. I almost hate to admit it, but the whole estate is gorgeous. I had the privilege of touring it in the past. If you like the front gardens, you should see the Hedge Maze deep into the grounds. I've read about the Hedge Mazes in books, but I've never actually been inside of one. Then we should explore it together. It would give us some private time before the event, but what if Theodosia appears in our absence? Oh, she'd never start without the King Regent and the head of the noble house. It would be nice to beat her at her own game, wouldn't it? Hunter extends his hand to you. What do you say, Lady Julia, join me? Oh, sneak away with Hunter. Hope you're all having a great day. Let's go. You and Hunter stroll through the moonlight gardens together. Lanterns twinkle as you move towards the Hedge Maze. Are we sure this is a good idea? I wonder about being gone for too long. Theodosia will take her time, certainly time enough for us to enjoy ourselves. And what do you propose we do in that time? Hunter reaches towards you, smiling mischievously. Why don't you let me show you? You'll have to catch me first. Laughing, you dash away from him and run into the maze, Hunter trailing not far behind you. Not fair. I was about to do the same thing. Of course you were. As you reach a crossroads in the maze, you hear Hunter closing in behind you. Faint directions. Move to run to the left and Hunter chases after you, but you suddenly change course and veer right. You catch Hunter off guard, easily passing him by. Aren't you slippery? Do not think I won't catch you eventually. So far I've seen no evidence of supporting this. Running through the maze, giggling until you realize you have lost sight of Hunter. You pause listening, but other than the crickets chirping, the garden is suddenly silent. Hunter, where did you go? There's no reply. You creep forward, listening for any sign of movement. Hiding, are we? It's as if you don't want to be kissed. My lips are positively aching for yours. There's no reply. You turn a corner. You find Hunter reclining on the edge of a fountain, holding a rose. I wondered when you would find me. Hunter, I was worried for a moment. You take the rose and seat yourself next to him on the edge of the fountain. He slips an arm around your shoulders, pulling you close. Surely you do not think I would abandon you? Of that, I have no fear. What I am worried about is how we are going to get out of this maze. Oh, you kept track of the directions we took, right? Hunter, I thought you were keeping track. Well then, it would appear that we are lost. Is that so? At least we finally have some privacy, and no one will find us here. We can do whatever we please. If that's the case, then perhaps I should get lost with you more often. Hunter cups your chin in his hand, gazing adoringly into your eyes. If that, I could stay here with you forever, away from all the politicking, and simply admire the way the moonlight grazes your neck. I am beginning to think there is a poet in you, Hunter. I only wish I was more lyrically skilled so as to capture your beauty. Well then, don't use your words. You flick your eyes down to the rose in your hand. My bosom. You slip the stem of the rose down the front of your dress so that a bloom sticks out of your neckline. Hunter smiles and leans into your bosom, inhaling the sweet scent, and then begins kissing a trail up your neck. I'm beginning to think you are more of a romantic than I realized. You make it very easy. He kisses you softly, weaving his fingers through your hair, and you shiver as your bodies press together. Reluctantly, you pull away. Much as I love to stay here with you, we should return to the manor. I want to keep Theodosia waiting, but only for so long. Wise. There's a fine line between upstaging her and risking her wrath. The two of you make your way back through the maze, hand in hand. You return to the courtyard just in time to see Theodosia and her retinue march through the front gate to the manor. Stay low. Got it. A wide, gold-trimmed red carpet unrolls towards the front doors of the mansion and lands just inches before Theodosia's feet. Good evening, my lovely future subjects. It is I, the reflection you wish you saw in the mirror, your future queen and best friend forever, Theodosia. How did you come out, or how did you make Olivia? I'm serious. Our staff clap from their positions throughout the crowd. Wait, where are Lady Julia and the King Regent? Everyone was supposed to be here before I arrived.
It would appear they are not currently present, your ladyship.
I mean, I have to wait at my own party. What next? Shall the sun rise in the west tomorrow? You exchange a smile with Hunter and then step into the open area. You clear your throat as you make your way down the carpet. Everyone turns to see your entrance. Apologies for the late arrival. I hope we didn't keep everyone waiting. You will forgive us for being a little late, Theodosia. We were just so taken from your beautiful gardens. She puffs up with pride. I'm glad you noticed. I employ the most expensive landscaper in the kingdom to get it looking like that. You'll have to return in a month when he finishes the tapir shaped after my body. Ugh. Melissa steps up behind you and whispers in your ear. Well played. Theodosia claps her hands, smiling at all of her guests. I suppose now that everyone is here, we may begin. Follow me. The nobles file inside the manor. Theodosia greets each of them quickly as they pass through the door. Hello, hello. Lovely to see you. I love what you've made of your hair. Are those new shoes? Hello? Still haven't shaved off that? Hello? As you pass the entrance, Theodosia gasps and looks you over. Darling, you look incredibly close to as good as I look. You put in this much effort for my affair? I mean, of course you did. Why wouldn't you? It's the best affair of the year, after all. Everyone should be looking their best, and you clearly understand that and here you are doing what you should. Marvelous. You ever read this sometimes and get tongue-twisted in your mind? I know I do. Thank you, Lady Theodosia.
This way, Master Star Fox. I should have caught you to the kennels. Did I mention that Lady Theodosia and her Grace and Majesty stocked the kennels with 9 varieties of exotic sausage? Yes, I thought that might change your tune. This way, young master, this way.
Once the last guest has stepped into the darkened hall, Theodosia snaps her fingers. 2 Bertless, shirtless men lift a heavy beam and drop it into the brackets on either side of the door, barring the exit. The crowd turns around in a sudden noise and gasps. What is this? Some fresh game she's playing, no doubt. If you haven't guessed already, from this moment forward, you are all my prisoners. We're locked inside? Well, this should be fun. Got me intrigued. I'll call you more than that, darling. In fact, you have no idea how positively rainbow things are about to get. See Renzo for the first time since arriving. Cyrus isn't much farther behind her. So, looks like we're all trapped in here together. You know what they say, keep your enemies close. And your friends closer. And those you would have as more than friends, and even closer than that. Missing your comb there, buddy? Nice hair. Have you all lost your senses? This lady has just informed us that we are to be her captives. Now, there's no need for such drama. Sheesh. The bar door is simply my little way of inviting you all to spend the night. Lady Theodosia, I'm afraid I simply haven't packed properly to accept your kind of invitation and spend an entire night here, so no need to worry on that account, Lady Renza. Your every need will be attended to, and I do mean your every need. Why does the way she says that make me nervous? If we're finally exhausted all meaningless and unfair complaints, then let the festivals or festivities begin. Theodosia snaps her fingers once more, and dozens of candles spark simultaneously, illuminating the great hall. Musicians begin to play near a dance floor as servants deliver fine foods to intimate tables and lining the walls. We have food, we have wine, we have dancing and games. Have fun, my darlings, the main event will begin soon.
Is this not the main event?
I wonder what she's thinking. Right now, all that matters is getting Julia face to face with our host. A dance is beginning, come on. Annalisa takes you by the hand and rushes you towards Theodosia, who stands at the center of the dance floor. Just ahead, Renza steps forward with the same idea. Pardon me, my lady? Annalisa grabs Renza by the arm and swings her around right into Cyrus. Oh, well, come now, Renza. I know full well that you can bump harder than that. Shut up and move before... Lady Theodosia, might I have this dance? You would do me a great honor by accepting. Well, when you put it so truthfully, how can I say no? Theodosia swoops you into her arms and begins leading you into a dance with a great flourish. So, Lady Theodosia, you are looking positively radiant tonight. Oh, stop! And by which I, of course, mean don't stop. Haha. No, really, don't stop. Right, well, your hair is... Oh, my hair. I barely gave my servants enough time to style it properly this morning, and one of them is somewhat new, but what about it? Somehow it's even more perfect than the Vescovi's, and you don't even have a magical comb. However do you do it? Well, you're such a flatterer, Lady Julia, unprompted with no ulterior motive for saying these things and everything.
She's not as dumb as you think.
Perhaps we could discuss... Or you could finish, the music changes, cueing the dancers to switch partners. That's the change. Your future queen must bid you a fond ta-da. So, ta-da! Theodosia spins dramatically away from you as you turn to find Hunter with open arms. You join him in a dance for the next short set. How do things go with Theodosia? No progress yet, and she's been calling herself future queen. In my experience, the more Theodosia says something aloud, the more uncertain she is about it. Do you think she doubts her chances at the throne? Precisely. Theodosia may act insecure, but she's actually quite intelligent. She likely understands what not a single noble would back her bid. In that case, I shall have to continue playing her game for now, and watch for the right moment. That would be wise. The music shifts, Hunter dips you back, and then pulls you into a tight but momentarily embrace. While his lips are close to your ear, he whispers to you, that I could keep you in my arms, the whole of this dance, and longer still. And with that, Hunter releases you and takes his next partner. You turn to find yours and come face to face with... Oh, God. Good evening, Julia. Your bodies press against each other and you begin to dance. Renza? Did you eat something rotten, or is that Cyrus I smell on your breath? Her eyes dart around the room, checking if anyone heard. What's the matter, Renza? Don't tell me that you're embarrassed of sharing your body with Cyrus Vescovi. The whole court would be infected with jealousy if they knew. Just as you're now infected with, well, I suppose I'd have to check with Cyrus for what exactly. Watch your tongue, Julia Rosario. When I am queen, I will not need to stand in the shadows to rip it out. Spare me your false confidence. You have no better path to the throne than I do. An unfortunate happenstance that shall be remedied tonight. The music concludes, and you both drop your hands from each other with a force. Cyrus quickly trots over. Oh, to have been a fly on the wall for that Not. Now, Cyrus. Renza thrusts a hand into Cyrus's chest, nearly knocking him over. She stomps away. Ow! How rude! Yet arousing at the same time. Ugh. As the musicians begin a new song, you rejoin Hunter. Annalisa leads you both over to a nearby dining table where she sits with Percival. Well done with Theodosia, Renza. And Renzo, excuse me. Yet you should you handle yourself as hoped and expected. I am impatient to do more. This is Theodosia's game now, and we play at her mercy. The trick to all games of nobility, of course, is to play without appearing to play. Your sister kindly pats the seat beside her. You sit at her behest as she begins to shuffle a deck of cards. Theodosia has gone to no small trouble arranging the events of this evening. She is watching us even now to gauge our enjoyment. It would be wise to give her what she wants and a bit of fun while we're at it. Come, you and Hunter should join Percival and I for a game. And what shall we play? The game is Triest, a bluffing game played in pairs. The only way to win is to share an unspoken connection with your partner. Sounds like an interesting challenge, and I'd love the opportunity to see how well we know each other. So what do you say, sister? Shall we deal you and Hunter in? That is, unless you're scared that Percival and I share a stronger connection than you and Hunter. You look to the watchful Theodosia, then to Hunter, and then back to Annalisa.
I shall play your game, sister. Let us begin.
Deal us in. Looks like we have ourselves a match. Then let the games begin. We play in teams of 2, with partners sitting across from each other. Each gets 5 cards. Each turn, you draw a card from the deck and pass 1 card from your hand to the right. If you get 4 matching cards, you can score, but only if you can signal your partner without the other team noticing. Ah, so it must be a signal that only the partner understands. Precisely. If you noticed your partner giving you a signal, yell, "Traced." What if the other team notices the signal first? Then they may yell intercept and steal the point for themselves.
So scoring your own point is worth it just as much as stealing one of the other teams.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let the other team forfeit now, for I am a master of subtlety.
Yeah, this morning proved that.
Annalisa deals everyone 5 cards. For a moment, everyone is silent as they examine their hands. You don't have any matches. Players take turns passing cards until suddenly Percival coughs loudly. Ah, a shoddy hand. If only I had a matching set of 4. But alas, I most certainly do not.
Yep, master of subtlety, this one.
Intercept. What? How could you possibly know that I have a matching set? Oh, Percival, master of subtlety indeed.
Oof. The match is set aside. Everyone has dealt new cards, eyeing each other carefully.
Annalisa, where did you learn this game? You've never told me about it before. I actually read about it in one of my books. I've been dying for a chance to try it out.
It reminds me of a card game I used to play with my father.
Odd, I thought Hunter was not very close to his father.
Tryst.
What? How did you know he had a match?
You are too observant for your own good, Lady Julia. Stop letting me... Stop giving me clues. Stop. Stop it. Stop. The matches are set aside and everyone continues to draw and pass their cards around the table. You keep a close eye on all players. Annalisa scratches her ear, frowning down on her hand.
Was that a signal? Surely Annalisa would be more subtle than that. And again, Percival is not the most perceptive when it comes to social cues. I'm gonna stay silent.
You hold your tongue and Percival pipes up instead.
Tryst! Oh, Percival, that wasn't a signal. My ear was itching.
After drawing a few more hands, you have 3 sevens. Percival passes you a card on your turn. You keep your face composed and steal a quick glance across the table at Hunter, your eyes, and dart over your sister, who eyes you suspiciously.
Alright, now I just have to give him some sort of signal that will get past Annalisa.
Use my feet. You slide your leg forward under the table and give Hunter a light kick on the shin.
Ow, Tryst! What? But you weren't even looking at him! I suppose we just have a deep, unknowable connection.
An connection that I pray will not leave a bruise. You're suddenly interrupted by Theodosia's approach. She beams at you.
Look at that! My guests are having so much fun! There's no need for any of you to thank me for hosting this delightful gala, though you could, of course. I couldn't stop you. I, for one, am quite thankful. If you had not announced this party, where would we have had the chance to play Tryst? Ah, yes, Tryst. Did you know that I am undefeated in that game?
Let's go. Right now, who's your partner? Let's go.
Where did you learn to play? Oh, I've never played. That's my strategy for being undefeated. Brilliant, right? Now who's winning?
You're an idiot.
Julia's team is mopping the floor with us. I'm afraid I never should have taught her to play.
You knew the risks when you took out the cards.
I suppose I underestimated how close you and Hunter are. It's as if you can read each other's minds.
You could say that Julia and I have a way with one another.
Very good, very good. It seems like you're all impressed by my party as well as you should be.
Oh, Jesus. She bounds away, beaming to herself.
We look at that. I do believe we've put her in a good mood.
And enjoyed a very pleasant diversion along the way. You finish the round and in the game, delighted to have made a good impression on Theodosia.
If all of you lovely lords and ladies will do yourselves the honor of joining me at the main hall, tonight's prime event is about to unfold.
Here we go. Theodosia addresses the crowd from in front of the large doors leading to her manor's main hall.
Tonight, I invite the heads of Cordonia's noble houses to join me for a little game I'm calling Court of Whispers. The head of each house, please step forward.
The crowd murmurs as you step forward, along with Percival, Cyrus, and Renzo. I sense that I may have come regrets taking that step. Court of Whispers. What a folly. Theodosia has never whispered in her life, at least not in my company.
Whatever this little game is, I hope the rest of you are prepared to lose.
Daughter, you may be in line to lead, but until the conclave, I will still serve as head of this house.
Of course, Father.
Renzo takes a respectful step back, allowing Damon to take her place.
If your contestants are ready, then it is time for the main event.
Theodosia pushes open the doors, revealing a grand hall decorated with hundreds of paintings and statues, all in the unmistakable image of Theodosia herself. What in the world?
Aren't I just amazing?
Oh, God. Theodosia leads everyone inside, who murmur and whisper at the sight of the hall. Amazed is, a word for how I feel, yes. This is quite the bold decor, Lady Theodosia.
Yes, I know it's incredible, but everyone shut up now. Please, thank you. It's time for the rules. Over the past few weeks, I instructed my spies to gather information on all of you.
Exactly. Actually, my daughter, I have reconsidered. As the next head of house for Heir, it's only right that you participate instead of me.
No, I do believe you were right in your initial...
It was not a suggestion.
Renza does her best to force a smile and trades places with her father once more. Through the reports of my spies, I've learned all sorts of interesting tidbits, and tonight I will exposing them publicly. You intend to reveal our secrets publicly. And what of your secrets? Are you also not the head of a noble house? Are you not? I would love to play, and yet, sadly, I would have to. Too unfair an advantage, and I simply couldn't do that to all of you. Stepping back is an act of selfishness. Really, if anything, I should be praised for it.
The Vragus page steps forward with a tray of daggers and hands you 2 of them.
Daggers. We need daggers for this?
As you and the other nobles take 2 daggers each, Theodosia finishes explaining the rules.
The game game will be played over a series of rounds. Each round, a noble will be selected at random to step forward as the accused. With the backs facing the others, I will reveal a secret about them. Maybe it will be true, maybe it won't be. It will be up to the rest of you to guess if what I reveal is true. If you think it is, raise your dagger at their back. Guess wrong and lose a dagger. Lose both daggers and you're out. Basically, we just have to guess if the things you reveal actually happened, or if you made them up. Precisely. But there's one more thing. If at any time all the nobles vote that a rumor is true, the accused immediately loses. After all, if everyone thinks a rumor is true, it may as well be. I am uncomfortable with this. Exactly, Pompadour. Though it is generally not my nature to agree with Percy, this just seems rather extreme. And not an extreme in good handcuffs and blindfold sort of way. If they're not playing, I'm not playing either. Theodosia's game should be given a chance. Lady Julia is truly the smartest woman in the room. After me, of course. She's ready to play, and she doesn't even know the best part yet. There's more. As a symbol of my endless generosity, I hereby agree, despite being a contestant of the unparalleled beauty who certainly would have won had she stayed in the contest, to end my bid for the throne and support tonight's winner instead. But that means... Yes, tonight's winner will earn an alliance with a House Navrakas for themselves or their house of choice. Oh, this night did get interesting after all. Annalisa steps forward and touches your shoulder. I knew Theodosia was unpredictable, but this? You must win the night. With House Navrakas under our banner, you will be queen for certain. Let us begin. I have chosen the order of rumors at random. The first accused will be... Julia Rosario. Me? Theodosia leads you onto a tall platform and turns your body so that your back faces the others. Here's the secret. Julia Rosario shared a deep, passionate lover's kiss with Hunter Pharaoh, the rakish King Regent himself. Oh, this is... The crowd gasps. Why am I not surprised? Theodosia. I have no talking from the gallery. Thank you very much. The truth is, those playing to decide. Once the lights go out, raise your dagger if you think the rumor's true. The candle lights lighting the hall are all blown out, and the room is thrust into darkness. A few minutes later, the candles are relit, and you turn to face the judgment of the court. You turn to see Cyrus and Percival with their daggers down, and Renzo with her dagger up. As you can see, I have voted false. Lady Julia obviously saves herself for me. Hunter simply isn't attractive enough for her affections. I, too, have voted false. Oops. Percival, how could... They were just at the Beltane Festival together. You saw... Shut up, Annalisa! Shut up! So the secret is true? I thought maybe they'd held hands, but kissing? With their mouths? Obviously it's true. Even a fool knows that. Hey. Yeah, hey! At least I'm not eliminated. Theodosia clasps her hands together. That painting above that mural is just alright. The rumor is true, and isn't it saucy? Renza keeps her daggers. Cyrus and Percival, you both lose one. One more and you're eliminated. You step down from the podium. Hunter offers you a sympathetic glance, which you return. Round 2. Our new accused will be Lord Percival Beaumont. Oof. Now see here! Please, play. If you win, we all win. Percival straightens his back. He nods militarily to Annalisa, and then he marches up onto the podium where he turns his back to the crowd. Very well. Do your worst, Theodosia. Oh, here's the next rumor. Percival Beaumont has an embarrassing tattoo on his left buttock.
Beast Percival look Theodosia wide-eyed just as the lights go out. If only I could ask Annalisa. Oh well, I'll have to guess. I should raise my dagger, voting true. Leave my dagger down, voting false. Knowing him, he has a squid on his hat. Lights come on again. You see Cyrus and Renza's daggers are both up. I say true. Sadly, I have no way of knowing for certain, but I really, really want it to be true. I also vote true. It's too unbelievable to be false. Shit. And the rumor is true! Huzzah! This is the best event of the season. Hands down. Ow, ow. It was a long time ago. I was a blue dragon, and there was a man who had just returned from the jungle, and everyone voted true, which means you've been eliminated. It's probably for the best. And before anyone asks, no, you may not see the tattoo. Don't worry, I'm sure Annalisa saw it. Percival walks off the platform and shakes his head. Annalisa takes him aside sympathetically with a giggle. That leaves Julia and Renza with 2 daggers each, and Cyrus with only 1. A single tool is all one needs, so long as one knows how to wield it properly. Alright, darlings, round 3, and our new accused is Lord Cyrus. Oof. Cyrus proudly struts onto the platform, joining Theodosia. It better be juicy, Theodosia. I have a reputation to uphold, after all. My spies filled whole journals with what they learned following Cyrus. Disgusting as it all was, it soon became clear that not a single line of it would embarrass a man quite so depraved. Ah, the key to never being blackmailed is never being ashamed. I mean, he's not wrong. But also the key to never being blackmailed is to never do anything worth blackmailing. I wouldn't be so sure, Lord Cyrus. Now turn your back, because here comes the secret. Lord Pompadour is... Uh-oh. Of mixed parentage. In dog terms, he's a mongrel mutt, better known as a dog bastard. A what? Yo! That's right, your fuzzy companion isn't Lord at all. According to my pedigrees, my spies uncovered that Pompadour is only 98.3% Pomeranian. The other is 1.7 is a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Theodosia, I swear to all things unholy and beyond. This is stupid. Lights drop into darkness, and again it's time to vote. If someone had told me the fate of Cordonia might come down to whether or not Lord Pompadour was part Corgi, raise my dagger, the voting is true. You raise your arm and the light returns. Looking at Renza, you see her arm down and Cyrus rushes off the podium and steps in front of you. Julia, how could you vote yes? Pompadour thinks of you like a mother. He does? And Renza, you angelic angel, you knew it was a filthy lie. It touches our hearts that you voted false, doesn't it, Pompadour? Ow! But I didn't vote false. My arm was supposed to be raised. It was pushed down. But I only just finished complimenting you! I'm serious. Theodosia, I voted true. Uh-huh. What you say is impossible. There's no one anywhere near you, and we would have heard footsteps had someone approached. It wasn't a person. It was... I don't know what it was. How strange it is. Renza seems like she's telling the truth. It would eliminate Cyrus, and then it would just be back and forth between me and her. But it would also make her lose 1 dagger. This one's a tough one. Eliminate Cyrus altogether? Or eliminate one of her daggers, but she still keeps Cyrus in the game. Cyrus is a fool, though. I'm gonna go ahead and have her vote counted as a desired. Thank you. See, even Lady Julie comes to my defense. I wouldn't go that far. Enough! I don't appreciate being pranked during my own game. Renza voted false, and that's the last I'll hear of it. Theodosia stomps a foot. Peloton. literally against the podium. And the rumor was true. She loses a dagger. I feel like this was an illusion of choice. But if it isn't true, I have 10 feet of papers tracing Pompadour's Pomeranian lineage back to before the times of Queen Kendra! Pompadour is a mutt, and that's the end of things, and if you don't like it, then maybe you should think twice about breaking my heart next time. Except there won't be next time, because you are beneath me, and I wouldn't have you. So there! Let's look at the score, shall we? Lady Julie impresses by maintaining 2 daggers, while Renza, known mutt-haver Lord Cyrus, each have 1 dagger each. Renza walks onto the podium and turns her back to you and Cyrus. As I'm the only one left, I suppose I'm the next accused. No need to steal my thunder just because I caught you trying to change your vote last round. Everyone, the next accused is Lady Renza. The odds aren't good if Renza or Cyrus wins. You have 2 daggers. And the rumor is Renza has been sleeping with Cyrus Vescovi. Well, you know Cyrus is going to point his dagger up. That dude, all he does is brag. Come on, let's be real. The lights drop. Oh, what luck. I definitely know the answer to this one. Big illusion of choice. When the lights return, you see Cyrus with his dagger down. Of course it's not true, and I should know. I'm half the rumor. Oh boy. Lady Julie is right again. It was true. It can't be, Cyrus, my love to you. Ends all love. How could you? How could you? Oh, God. Emery dashes towards the back door in a fit of hysterical passion. A few moments later, she awkwardly returns. I forgot the door was barred shut. Oh, my God. Lord Damon pushes his way past Emery. I demand to know if this is true. When have you dishonored the marriage I painstakingly arranged for you? Theodosia is lying. She's clearly trying to get even with Lord Cyrus, and it's dragging me into it. Which is it? Is she lying, or are you? I can speak to the truth of this. I was there, in secret, in the room. I should offer excruciating detail. Fortunately, I avoided seeing anything, but I heard him. Define it. Oh, competing groans, Lord Cyrus and Lady Renza and the bed they bounced up upon, each offered compelling entries to the contest. Is it possible that someone was in pain? Only me and the bed, my lord. Theodosia steps off the podium and joins the rest of you, her mouth hanging open. So it's actually true? They actually were sleeping together? Wait, you didn't know the answer to that? Do you mean to say you didn't know when you said it was true? First Pompadour, now this, you filthy slanderer! Except it's not slander because it's actually true. If it is true, there will be hell to pay. Renza, your husband will never stand for this. His family! We'll never hear more than a dirty rumor started by the court gossip. What's more likely, that Theodosia is spreading lies, or that I would share my bed with that? Renzo looks at Cyrus with disgust, casting an accusatory finger at him. I beg your pardon! Lord Pompadour leaps at Renzo and bites the tip of her finger. Ah! Verminous rat hamster! Careful, Lady Renza, or I'll bite your finger next, and not in a way you like. Enough! All of you, let us end this discussion here. Whatever happened in darkness, let it remain in our darkness. Young Damon walks into the stunned crowd as Renza rubs her forehead. Well, this evening turned out even better than I'd hoped, and being at an event of my own planning, those hopes were very high already. Cyrus, you voted incorrectly and hereby eliminated. Who knew that sleeping with someone would actually lead to an actual consequence? Who knew, indeed. So, just me and Lady Renza remain. How do we choose our winner with only 2 of us? I say first one to slit each other's throats wins. I'm glad you asked. The Court of Whispers has now concluded. We move to the final contest. Love Struck. Theodosia snaps her fingers, and soon you hear a deep rumbling noise from the hallway. What the? Suddenly a giant wheel emerges, rolled into the main hall by Theodosia's page. 4 handcuffs hang from the 4 points along the edge. Let me guess, this is where Hunter throws daggers at us.
Now, my dear King Regent.
Huh?
I'm gonna need you to strip.
Oh, wait, what? I mean, okay. Exactly what does Theodosia have in store? Find out next chapter. I'm actually intrigued. Listen, it's been one of those days, okay? Anything is more entertaining than Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I'm not going to spoil it. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support yours truly. Also consider hitting that subscribe if you're not already. You know, join the channel. Join Locums Locos. Speaking of joining Locums Locos, hit that join button. That'd be greatly appreciated, wouldn't it? You get some nice emotes you can use. You get a symbol in chat that is next to you that shows you are incredible. And yeah, a few other benefits as well, supporting yours truly and my family. And then also, hey, hit that bell icon to receive notifications. And without further ado, did you all find this entertaining, bad, good? Also, speaking of which, I tinkered around with the volume on the mic a little and things like that. Let me know how the quality was if you reach the end of this video. Let me know. Good, bad, good, what, who, what, when, where, and why. Bye.